Hey, what's happening, people? How y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of Messages in the Madness with yours truly, Vernon Longhorn Davis. Thank y'all for showing up, coming up, being here. It means everything to me, and I'm glad that you guys joined me today. Making sure everything is working right because my light is not okay. There we go. Had to make sure my microphone is working like it's supposed to over there because it was not moving. So we're here. Another wonderful, fantastic, glorious Sunday. I'm here. You're here. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Hope you had a great and wonderful, fantastic week because y'all know me. I did. Got some good news this past week. So I'm really excited about that. I got the verbal. Now I'm just waiting for the actual I'm doing some stuff here on my screen. But yeah, got some great news. Now I'm just waiting for validation proof, if you will. You know, you got to have that piece of paper. You got to have stuff signed off on. You got to have it. Need it in your hand. But spent the weekend with with granddaughter, Miss Izzy. I saw her, and God love her. She is a handful. Kept me busy. Yes, she did. And but you know what? I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't. So let's look into my magic mirror this evening and see who I see. Hey, Miss Annette, thank you for joining us. Hey, Miss Nanette, good to see you. Thank you very much. Brother James, good. Oh man, what is going on here? Uh, Brother August, great to see you as well. Like I say, thank y'all. Make sure you hit like, love, share the message tonight because I believe it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be worth sharing. So again, I'm always grateful and appreciative that you guys are here. Remember, we are broadcasting on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So thank y'all there. Hey, baby sis, glad you made it. Always great to see you as well. So that's right. Make sure you hit like, love, and share our message tonight. And let's get into the message tonight because see, the message is you'll see. Tonight, the message is when life knocks you down. That's what we're going to talk about. So, for those of y'all that are just joining us, good evening, family. Welcome to Messages in the Madness. Tonight's topic is real, it's raw. It's for the people who smile all day but cry in silence at night, the ones who give their best to everyone else, but lately don't have much left for themselves. Yeah. Tonight's title is called When Life Knocks You Down because it does. It really, really does. Because let's be honest, life has a way of hitting us when we least expect it. You can be doing everything right, loving people, working hard, trying to be positive, and still get blindsided. You didn't see it coming. No, you did not see it coming. And before you know it, you're flat on your back, staring at the ceiling, wondering, what just happened? What happened? Trying to figure it out. Maybe it wasn't one big blow. Maybe it was a series of small hits, disappointments after disappointments. And now you're sitting there asking yourself, how do I get back? How do I get up from this? Well, the first thing you have to do is acknowledge the fall. You have to acknowledge that. So let's start there. When life knocks you down, the first thing you've got to do is acknowledge it. Don't fake it. Don't smile your way through pain pretending everything's fine. Yeah, don't do that. You ever notice how we love to say, I'm good, even when we're breaking, even when we're broke down? Somebody will ask you, hey, how you doing? And you'll reply, I'm blessed and highly flavored. Okay, I'm blessed and highly favored, is what they say. When deep down you're hanging on by a thread. You're lying not to yourself, but to other people. Um, yeah, you are. And that's not good. It's okay not to be okay. And we've talked about that. Let me say that again. It's okay not to be okay. I was talking to a family member the other day, and they text me, I'm not okay. And I said, that's all right. What can I do to help you? Because, see, healing doesn't start with pretending. You can't pretend your way into being better, into being okay. It starts with truth. You have to be honest with yourself. When you fall, don't rush the process. Don't beat yourself up. Don't compare your recovery to someone else's. Everyone's storm looks different. Yours is valid. It is. Sometimes falling is part of the journey. Sometimes it's God's way of saying, you've been standing in the wrong place too long. Let me move you. Let me reposition you. Let me put you where I need you now. This is where I needed you yesterday. Now I need you somewhere else now. So let me move you to that direction. You still have you. You do. You might have lost some things. You might have lost some people, but hear me. You still have you. And that's important. You still have that heartbeat, that mind, that drive, that humor that carries you through tough times before. You're still here. And as long as you're breathing, you've got purpose. Remember last week we talked about it. You have lived through 100% of the worst days of your life, and you are still here. I've been there. You've been there. Moments when everything I built seemed to crumble. Friendships faded. Plans collapsed. Hopes got real quiet. But one thing I never lost was me. I had to rediscover myself beneath the disappointment. I had to find me again. And not only did I have to find me, I had to learn to love me again. And that's no easy feat. That is not easy. I'm telling you. I know. So that's the thing. When life strips you down, it's not trying to destroy you. It's trying to reveal you. It's trying to reveal something to you. Sometimes the real you can't show up until the fake comfort leaves the room because the fake can't take it. The real you needs to be there to get that message, to win and move forward. That's what needs to happen. But you got to stop asking yourself, why me? And start asking yourself, what now? One of my younger cousins, she the one taught me that. She says, stop, why are you asking why me? The better question is, why not me? The better question is, what now? When we get knocked down, the first question we love to ask is that, why me? Well, that's the first thing. But that question doesn't lead to peace. It leads to pain. A better question is, what now? Because why looks backwards. Yeah, it looks backwards, but what now looks forward. Every hit carries a lesson. Maybe it's teaching you patience. Maybe it's teaching you to let go. Maybe it's reminding you that you're stronger than you thought. Maybe. You don't grow in comfort, you grow in challenge. You got to get out of your comfortable place, out of your comfort zone. Pressure creates diamonds, not vacations. Yeah, that don't happen that way. So when you're down, instead of saying, why me? Try saying, okay, God, what are you trying to show me through this? What are you trying to show me? What am I missing? What is it that I need to see? It's not punishment, it's preparation. It's preparing you for something. It's preparing you to move forward if you let it. Hit some likes of love, man. Send me some love, some thumbs up. Let me know y'all hearing me tonight. Let me know you're hearing me. I think I missed a couple of people I didn't say good evening to. I'm bringing myself down because y'all know I get a little emotional. So, hey, good evening, Miss Marion. Good to see you always. James says, been there. Won't quit even from the bottom. I know that's right. Mr. Nett says, confirmation. I know that's right. So, like I say, y'all hit some thumbs ups and let me know that you guys are hearing me, that you're here with me tonight. Okay, can y'all do that for me? Okay, wow, we got 71 viewers on YouTube, 67 viewers on YouTube tonight. All right, I know what that's about, and I'm gonna say thank you ahead. Hey Chris, how are you? Welcome to the show. I'm gonna pause my message real quick. Chris has a question for us, y'all. Chris says, how do you keep your faith strong when everything feels like it's falling apart? That's a great question, Chris. And the truth of it is you have to remember that staying strong is necessary. Staying strong is necessary because things will break, things will fall apart, things will fade from your life. But what you feel and what you believe is unbreakable. Nobody can take that from you. That's yours. And you have to truly believe that. You have to believe in what you have to believe. Hold on to what you believe and don't let it go for nobody and nothing, because things will break, things will fall apart, but you are still you. And that's real. So, wow, thank you, Chris, for that question. Brother Jerry, good to see you. He said, I had to quit my job last week. The toxicity was slowly killing me. It was God's message to walk away. It was scary and painful, but required. But what did you learn from that? What did you learn from that, Jerry? Did you stop breathing? Did you stop moving? Did you stop sleeping? Or did you move forward? Did you find a new direction? I'm just saying. Do you feel better? Because see, what they say, to thy own self be true. You got to be true to you before you can be true to anybody else. You can't help anybody if you are feeling defeated, if you're feeling unappreciated, if you're being asked to do things that you know you shouldn't do. It just doesn't work that way, my friend. I'm sorry I didn't put your question up. I didn't put your statement up there. Hello, Anita. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the show. She says, love this reminder that falling isn't failure. You're right. It's so true. It's not failure. It's growth. Annette says, it is hard work without pay, and the people responsible think we can keep going without it. What if we took their income? And I know what you're talking about, because see, I've got a very good friend of mine. I got a couple of people I went to school with that are going through the same thing you're going through. And that my daughter is going through the same thing because she works for Social Security. So I do understand that more than you know. Hey, Miss Charlotte, good to see you. Let's see. Jerry says this is can walk away. Everything will be fine. And you're right, James, one step at a time. So let's go back to the message here. We got to look for light, even in the darkness. Now let's be real. When you're down, it's dark. You can't see the light, can't feel it, Can't even imagine it. But that's when you've got to go find it. And I'm going, and thank you for this piece here, Mr. Chris, is for you. Your light. Look for your light. That is your, as you put it, your faith. Your faith is your light. When you're down, it's dark. You can't see the light, can't feel it, can't even imagine it. But that's when you've got to go find it. The light won't always come to you. Sometimes you've got to chase that light, and that is your faith. Sometimes you got to chase your faith so you can grab it and hold on to it, my friend. Maybe the light is in calling in a call from an old friend. Maybe it's a memory that makes you laugh when you thought you've forgotten how. Maybe it's that one gospel song that gets you every time. And Lord knows I got one. I got a couple of those. I cannot listen to Yolanda Adams. That's a whole nother story, y'all. I've been through some things. Um, don't underestimate the power of small light. You see, darkness doesn't have to disappear for the light to matter. Even the smallest flame can change an entire room. You got to find your light, and that's on you. Whatever it looks like, you got to find your light, your faith, Chris, your faith, and keep it close to you. You can't let anybody take that from you. You can't give anybody that much power over you. You can't. Okay, hey, Laya, I don't know if I'm messing up your name. I'm sorry if I am. He says, have you ever felt like giving up, and what kept you going? Well, yes, I have. Yes, I have. And I had already, well, and many that watched the show already know I wrote about it in my book. But it was another veteran that saved my life because I had planned to unalive myself when my children were very small. And if it wasn't for that other veteran, I wouldn't be here. And that veteran reminded me, I guess you could say he reminded me to find my light. He reminded me how, well, he told me, man, you so smart, man. You got a beautiful family. You got beautiful children. Man, you're going to find another job. He just kept giving me affirmation after affirmation after affirmation. And he made me look at things a little differently. And from that, I'm still here. That's the long of the short of the story. And then after that, my faith kept me going. My family kept me going. My friends kept me going. Knowing that tomorrow was going to be different kept me going. I had to believe in something, and I had to believe in me. I hope I answered your question with that. You got to believe in you. So let's get back to the message. Sometimes you got to redefine everything. How many times have we said, I've lost everything? But have you really? Have you really lost everything? If you still have breath, you still have a chance. If you still have love to give, you still have something priceless. If you still have the ability to dream again, you haven't lost everything. You've still got the foundation to rebuild. Sometimes what you thought was everything wasn't meant to last forever. Nothing lasts forever. Nobody lasts forever. No storm lasts forever. Maybe it was seasonal. Maybe it served its purpose. Maybe you need to be shown something and it had to happen this way so you could see it. You can't grow into the person you're meant to be while holding on to everything that kept you where you were. I'm going to say that again. You can't grow into the person you are meant to be while holding on to everything that kept you where you were. Letting go isn't losing, it's creating space for what's next. You don't drive a car looking over your shoulder. You can, but you won't drive it that way long. It just won't happen. You guys are looking at a man that 15, 16 years ago, I lost everything. Everything. Maybe we'll do a show about that. Jerry says, remember to become a phoenix. Rise from the smallest of ashes, because become the shining light for others to follow. I pray to be that one day. I pray to be a glowing example to others, to help them move forward in their lives, to help them be better tomorrow than they were today. I want to leave a wake of love as I move forward through life. That's what I want to do. And this show allows me to do that. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's get back to the message. Don't make permanent decisions in temporary pain. Woo. Yeah. This one's personal. While you're hurting, your emotions will lie to you. They'll tell you it's always going to feel this way. Your own emotions will convince you're alone. You're all by yourself. You got nobody else but this pain that you're feeling. That there's no point. It makes you feel like there's no point. There's no point in trying. But feelings are temporary, even the deep ones. Never make a permanent decision based on temporary emotions. Because one day, the same situation that made you cry will be the story that makes someone else survive. Your pain has purpose. It does. Don't quit before you see what it was trying to build. Don't do that. Let's see. Well, Jerry, thank you for that compliment, man. Miss Annette, I don't know how to take you. You already shine in a sea of poop. I don't think I've ever. I'll take the compliment. I don't think I've had that one before. I'll take that. Thank you. Bradley, welcome to the show. Thank you very much for the question. What's the biggest lesson you learned from your toughest moment? Bradley, I've had a lot of tough moments. The first thing I would probably tell you is that I had to learn how to be the strongest one in the room when I didn't want to be, but I had to be. And that was, that was about 16 years ago. I held my granddaughter, who had just been born premature. She was less than a pound. And I held her in my hand. And I knew she wasn't going to live long. But I had to be strong. And in that same hospital, some years before that, my sister was in a coma. And the doctors told me that they couldn't do anything else for her. So I learned to be able to say, I don't know how to handle this. I don't know what to do. I had to ask for help because I did not know. And that's something that a lot of people have trouble with, is asking for help, saying that they don't know what to do or how to handle this situation and how can we make this. We have to ask, and I had to ask for that. And then I guess I'll finish your answering your question, Mr. Bradley, with the biggest lesson I've learned is you got to smile through the pain. Smile and be positive. Because frowning and being negative doesn't bring help. It actually keeps it away from you because don't nobody want to be around you. But if you can hold your head up and say, all right, the situation is what it is, why, instead of saying, why me? Ask, why not me? And how do we fix it and move it forward? So I hope that answers your question, sir. Choose hope. Please choose hope every single day. Hope is not automatic. You have to choose it daily. You have to choose it every single day. You have to choose it. When you wake up, you've got to decide, today I will not quit. Today I will not let my past define me. Today I will not let fear dictate my future. Hope is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger you get. You got to use that hope. Even if you're tired, even if your head feels heavy, lift it anyway. Because the moment you lift your head, you change your perspective. And when your perspective changes, everything else follows. It does. Well, I think somebody sang the song once, free your mind, and the rest will follow. That is so true. I've had to do that. Many of you have had to do that. Change your perspective in order to move forward. Because your body goes where your head goes. You can't rise while you're looking down. You can't drive a car looking over your shoulder. You can't move forward into greatness looking at the ground. You cannot. It doesn't work that way. Baby sis says, and I'm right here because God knows what he's doing. And he said, not yet. Thank you for being strong for me when I couldn't be strong for myself. So yeah, I was talking about my baby sister. I wasn't going to just call her out like that, but since she stuck her head out, yes, Mr. Bradley, I did not, that situation I was talking about. I did not know how I couldn't save my own baby sister. And I had to ask somebody else to help me to save my baby sister, to get her out of this coma, to fix her. That's real. And that's my testimony right there. Hello, Jared. How are you? He said, this message hits deep, pure inspiration. Well, thank you. And thank you for joining our show tonight. I really appreciate you. We're almost through it. Okay. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. Yes, baby sis, you're right. Princess Zaria is one of your many guardian angels who's watching over you, her mama, and the rest of her family. Yes, they are. Thank you, Ali. Thank y'all for stopping in, popping in. I hope you join us because we do this every Sunday. Man, guys, we got 132 people on the show tonight. I am honored and blessed and humbled and appreciative. Thank y'all very much for joining the show. But let me get through this, okay? Let me get through this. I need you don't rush the comeback. We love quick fixes. We want the overnight comeback story. But healing doesn't happen on your schedule. Growth takes time. If you rush the process, you'll miss the lesson. You can't microwave peace like you do popcorn. You can't download healing like we used to do with music legally. You've got to live through it. You have to live through it. But when you come out on the other side, you'll realize something powerful. The person who went into the storm is not the same person who came out. Excuse me. We are changed in the storm. You'll walk different, talk different, love different, appreciate different when you make it through that storm. When you don't rush, when you take your time and allow what needs to be done, you will be a whole different person. Remember, though, you're not alone. You're not the only one who's ever been down. You're not the only one that's been through what you've been through. You're not the only one who has doubted your faith. You are not the only one who has thought about leaving this place prematurely. You're not the only one. You're not the last one. You're not. I just believe me. You're not. They say there's nothing new under the sun. That's true. You're not the only one who's ever been down. Everyone, I mean everyone, gets knocked the hell out. They get knocked down at some point in their life. The difference between those who stay down and those who rise isn't strength, it's choice. You make a conscious choice to get up and not stay down. It's a choice. So don't isolate yourself. Reach out, talk to someone, let people in. Healing happens in connection. That's the reason why if you take and you cut your skin and it separates so badly that you need stitches to pull that wound together so they can stitch it and let it heal. That's a connection. We were never meant to go through this life alone. We were not. I don't care who you are. You're not meant to go through this life by yourself. That's why shows like Messages in the Madness exist, to remind you that somewhere out there, somebody understands your pain and somebody believes in your comeback. I want to celebrate your win as if it was my own, because I can't win if I'm being negative about your win. I can't win if I'm jealous of your win. That's just not how life works. That's a whole nother show. But Mr. Dixon, how are you? Thank you for joining the show tonight. He said, what's your best advice for someone walking through a storm right now? Like I just said, the best advice I can give you is storms don't last always, and they're usually very small parts of your life in retrospect. Whatever it is that you are going through, it has a start date and it has an end date. And they're usually very close to each other. While you're walking through that storm, look at how you got into that storm. And instead of just looking at the storm, figure out what are you going to do when you get to the other side of the storm, when the storm is gone and the sky clears up. What are you going to do then? Plan for that. Think about that instead of just crying about how much is raining right now, because it'll pass if you let it. Baby sis says those numbers of listeners put a huge smile on my face. So proud you're keeping the positive vibe going. Thank you. Hey, Miss Coley, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Yes, we do keep you in our prayers every week. We do. And you're right, August. It is your win for helping us. And it is. It really is. I'm blessed every day because I know y'all. Y'all have helped me. We've helped each other. So let me remind you of something. And I'm going to stay with you. Oh, where'd he go? Mr. Dixon, I'm going to stay with you. This is for you. The comeback is already in motion. And I just want you to believe that. I'm not prophesying or anything like that. I just know it for fact. Because see, you just met me tonight. These people have been knowing me for a while. They've read my books. I've talked to them. I've talked to them from the heart. I talk to them from the heart every week. But it's true. It's true. The comeback is already in motion. Even if you can't see it, your comeback has already started, Mr. Dixon. I'm going to say it straight to you. The fact that you're still standing, even if it's shaky, means the story isn't over. There's another chapter. There's another sentence. It's not over. You're still here for a reason. You still have something to give. You still have chapters to write. I don't care if it's a short chapter or a very long chapter. You're here for a reason. You are. We are. And one day you'll look back on this season and realize that it wasn't your breaking point. It was your building point. And whether you ever watch my show or not, Mr. Dixon, I hope you take that with you. Miss Ali, thank you for you say amazing message. Thank you. Thank you, Gerard. Thank you, Messages in the Madness family. But I'm looking for Anita. Yeah, she said, love this reminder that falling isn't failure. That is so true. And last but not least, Chris, he said, how do you keep your faith strong when everything feels like it's falling apart? This is how. What I just told you is how. That is that message. So I'm going to close with this. Family, life will knock you down. It will knock you the hell out. That is not speculation. That is a freaking promise. That is guaranteed. I've been humbled 4 times in my life. So I know it to be true. Some of y'all read about it in my book when I got hit by the truck and left on the side of the road for dead. So I can literally say I've been knocked down, literally. But staying down, that's optional for some. It's not optional for me. I must get back up. I must keep going. I must live to see the next day if it's within my power. And you can do the same. You have to make that decision. You do. You have to make the decision whether you want to stay down or you want to get up. So lift your head, even when it's hard. Speak life into yourself. Speak life into your situation. Even when your voice trembles and when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you need to crawl, you need to pray, breathe. Whatever you do, don't quit. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't just lay there. Do something. That's right, Annette. We got a Charlie Mike. We got to continue the mission. And the mission is not you laying down, waiting for somebody to pick you up. Sometimes you can't do that. When life knocks you down, you've got to get the hell up. Dust yourself off and start marching forward again. Because the moment you decide to give up, that's the moment. That's the moment you're done. But because that moment you decide, if you decide not to give up and keep going, that is the moment you win. You may feel bruised, but you're not broken. You may feel tired, but you're not alone. You may feel lost, but you're not forgotten. You are not. Your story still matters. Your purpose still stands, and your light still shines. Some days it's brighter than others. Sometimes it blinds so it shines so brightly it's blinding. But then sometimes it's as dim as a candle, but it's your light. So tonight I'm asking you, keep your head up. Keep your faith strong. And remember this. Remember this. If you don't remember nothing else from my message, from my talk tonight, remember this. Every storm runs out of rain. It does. And when the sun breaks through, the same ground that was muddy from the storm will soon bloom with beautiful flowers again. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be next week. It may not be till next year, but it will bloom again. You just have to keep going. You just can't give up. You must believe in you. Or you could choose to just lay there and rot away. But I think if you keep going, you'll see it gets better real soon. And that's my message for tonight. I want to thank all the new listeners, all the new people that chimed in. I really want to thank. I really want to thank Delwar. Thank you very, very much. We will talk. We'll talk real soon. But thank you very much, guys. This is Messages in the Madness, and I'm your host, Vernon Longhorn Davis. I say what I say every week. Remember Military Women's Memorial. Okay. Thank you very much for reminding us of that. I hope you enjoyed the message. If you did enjoy the message, do me a favor, like, love, share. And since I see all these people on YouTube, maybe you'll subscribe. I hope you subscribe. We do this each and every Sunday. We've been doing it for 4 years now. Thank you, Charlotte. But if you've enjoyed the message tonight, I mean, just give me a thumbs up or just something. Let me put something in the chat. That's how we also draw new people to the chat. So, Baby Sis says, I thank all the new listeners too. Please come again. Good words to live by and to pass on to others who may need it. Wishing you and everyone a fabulous week ahead. Love you. Love you too, baby sis. My brother James, I call him August, says, my promise is I won't quit. Tell you what, everybody that won't quit, type it in the message. Type it in the chat box. I will not quit. Or I will not give up. Type it into the chat. Say it out loud. You'll feel better, I guarantee you. Thank you, Annette. So as I close out again, man, we went 44 minutes tonight. We've never gone that long. I love you. God loves you. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Respect yourself. Take care of them kids. Give them a hug for me. Respect our vets. Again, I'm Vernon Longhorn Davis. You can check me out on my website there, or you can find me on social media. I'm not hard to find. Until next Sunday, Thank you, Miss Charlotte. She says, I will not quit. Until next Sunday. Thank you, Annette. God bless y'all. $2.